What's up, YouTube? It's Justin with JE Quality Exteriors here. It is the day after Christmas. It is a balmy 50 degrees in northeast Wisconsin, and we are back on the roof. Here's a little section of roof we're going to be doing. Right up on the backside there, they're having some problems with leaking. I'm pretty sure the leaking is caused by ice damage or ice dam. There's no ice and water shield up there from what I can tell. So we're going to get to ripping it off and see how much rotten plywood there is. Get it all put back together nicely so that it doesn't leak. There's also some major flashing issues up there, which I'll show you here in a little while. We're here tearing off this roof. I got a little time lapse of us tearing it off. We'll go through and show you some of the shit that professional roofers do. You can see here, no ice and water shield. It's a really low slope. You can see how it's rotted. Got mold underneath. Got a big rotten spot right here. And amazingly, it's leaking here because there's no ice and water shield, which is code. But unbelievably, this horrible flashing is not the cause of the leak, to the best of my knowledge. You can see all the way up. That's just not the way that we typically do the flashing. And also see here on the chimney that it doesn't appear that the splashing, it is actually cut in, but you can see all the tears, all the tar that they used through here. So we're gonna end up redoing all of that. And up here we have like what you would call, I don't know, a dead wall here, where basically this water is running down and it is stuck right there. So this is a really, well, it's a poor design. First of all, I'm guessing it probably didn't used to be like this, but the way that they did this flashing, you can see up in there where water is just going to get right in. And it should not be tarred like this. To do a chimney flashing properly, you really don't need any caulk or tar. But somehow, pretty amazingly, they made it so it didn't leak. So what we're going to do here today and tomorrow is we are going to get all this ripped off, get ice and water shield, replace this plywood. Looks like there's some more over here. You can see the indent in the roof right here. We're assuming that's rotten. So here we are. We have gotten the rotten wood replaced, and we have started ice and water shielding, which was not on here before, and most likely the main cause of the rotten wood, next to the flashing that is done terribly. So I didn't show you this, but we replaced this whole piece of plywood across here, and this piece of plywood here, and we will show you how we ice and water shield. Okay, so here is how we do ice and water shield. Go ahead and show them how we peel it. Now it's kind of cold right now. When it's hot, you cannot do this very nicely. We'll show you on the next row how we usually do it when it's hot. Today's not hot. Always make sure you peel off the paper. Otherwise, this is absolutely useless. Now we're going to go under this flashing here that is not a good flashing whatsoever, but this is more or less temporary. We'll add new flashing once we get the shingling. As you can see what he's doing, he's just rolling it out, and then we will get it nice and straight. You want to hold it over the top of the edge just a little bit, and this will all adhere down after a while. Here, just stapling it down. This should prevent ice dams, which is the problem we were having over here and over right in here. There's also bad flashing, so it could be a combination of both, but this is definitely due to an ice dam right here. And that's a common problem in our area. We're in northeast Wisconsin. This is I don't know, this is probably only like a 312 pitch. And what they did, we didn't know this at the time, but underneath here used to be a flat tar roof. And what they did was they framed over with 2x6s and sheeted over the top of the flat roof. We didn't know that at the time, but we found it out when we were taking this apart. So they've been having problems here for quite some time, and when they put the new roof on, they didn't use ice and water shield, and it was architectural shingles, so there was definitely ice and water shield available to them, but they didn't use it. Now here we're going to show you how we do it when it's hot. Yep. So when it's hot, we're going to just peel off the top layer and pull off the top layer, because this stuff, when it's hot, if it's sunny and it's hot, this stuff will stick faster than you can put it on. Also, you'll notice here we've taken the old tar paper off. We don't lay the ice and water shield over the top of tar paper because it kind of defeats the purpose. It will not adhere to the roof, which is what we want. Yep. And we're just peeling the top. That way it doesn't stick. Obviously today it won't stick. It's about 50 degrees right now, which is awesome. We're able to roof. That's really sweet. So there you can see. Is he gonna nail the bottom? No, he didn't. He remembered. You never remember. You'll always forget.
I always forget.
Always.
Oh.
So now what Dakota's doing here is he's going to go back, and you can see how easy this peels off. Oop, not so easy. You'll have that sometimes. When it's hot and sticky, this would be a major pain in the ass right now. Thank God it's not. And there you have it. That's how we do it when it's hot. We'll have to put up one more little piece over here, and then we will get to putting synthetic felt on. And tomorrow we will finish shingling and do new flashings all the way around here. As you can see, they're not in the greatest of shape, and they are not really a good step flashing, which is what you want here. Well, there you have it. We are done for the day. We got it all dried in. Here is the tar paper. We strictly use synthetic felt nowadays. It's so much nicer. You can get it in 10 square rolls. Holds up to the wind. So much better than 15 or 30 pound felt. And 10 square rolls, you know, if you're doing a 30 square roof, you don't need 10 rolls, you need 3. They're bigger, they're lighter, hold up better. I find they have better slip resistance. Now all of our tar paper is going under these flashings. Now these flashings, we will most likely leave these in. What we'll do is the tar paper will be underneath the flashing. We'll go through with a nail gun, nail them all down nice and flat, and then we'll put our step flashing over the top of it. The reason for that is it's just a lot easier rather than taking siding off, because most of these flashings you'll find are nailed behind the siding, and taking off siding on this is just a pain in the ass, and in most cases it's really unnecessary. So there it is. We are done for the day. Tomorrow we will be back and we will have this completely done.